Hamilton from Audible Elegance here in Cincinnati, Ohio. We have a website, audibleelegance.com. We do work on Facebook, Instagram, and X. I write a monthly blog, and we got a new one coming up here shortly. We have an orphanage where we sell a lot of used gear, and one of the things we're very proud to say is we're getting some nice donations of equipment to sell to help Bradley and his substantial medical problems and surgery that's upcoming. So thank all those who have donated. And if you're thinking about giving something to Goodwill, why don't you bring it to us so we can help Bradley? We really appreciate that. Tonight I'm going to talk about bookshelf speakers. And they're kind of a misnomer because really most bookshelf speakers are designed to be put on stands. So if we look over here, we have a set behind me here. That's typically the application for a bookshelf speaker. But the name bookshelf implies bookshelf. One of the things that was discovered in designing all speakers is that it was essential to have the drivers vertically arrayed. That way they could get the timing between the drivers correct. Tweeters typically sit in front mechanically instead of the woofer magnet system. So they have to delay the signal in the crossover to the tweeter, so as if they were two identical in the same plane. Now, a lot of people don't have a tall bookshelf, so they want to take a bookshelf and put it on its side. You've now screwed up the timing. So things are not going to be proper in terms of either stereo image or the sense of musicality. You've just destroyed it by putting it on its side. The other thing a lot of people overlook about a bookshelf is that a bookshelf will hollow because you have all of this ambient space. So when you put a bookshelf on it like this, that sound is coming off, it's going back around there, and you wind up with this boxy hollow sound. Things are out of time, out of phase. It has nothing to do with the music. So it doesn't typically sound very good at all. What you can do, depending upon what you've got going on, is to put tall books to the right and left, perhaps squeezing the speaker a little. You can also do it with records. And what you're doing is you're trying to fill in as much of this as possible. In this case, you can see we've got a gap and it's still back there. If you want to add something that's soft, a pillow, a cushion, or something like that to knock down the resonance of that area, that'll certainly help you. One of the other things I like to do with bookshelf speakers is use something like a fun tack or a mastic tack. And what you do is you wind up cutting 3 little pieces of it. You place 1 to the rear, 2 to the rear, and 1 to the front. And what that does is it keeps the speaker able from moving. Now, this one you have to kind of play with a little because it all depends what your bookshelf is like. Because you don't necessarily want to set this into resonant motion either. But that's where the books and stuff also come in handy. So that's how you can get a better sound. Try to get your bookshelf speaker more to the front of the shelf, not sitting back here. Bring them out if you're going to put them on bookshelf. Keep them vertical. If you can secure them with a little tack, do it. And that's the proper way of putting a bookshelf speaker on a bookshelf. Thank you.